we're working it with half the people. Do we have people idle?
To scan.
All right, chat. I've been going for a couple hours at this point. To recap what we've done in the last hour, we have brought colonists onto our planet. We are now starting to create our own machine parts. We just got a polymer factory up and running that is currently not connected to power. It is not connected to power. Power. I want to go from that one there, so it's on this side of the switch. So that's really good. We've got lots of residential space. We got our spire up and running, which is excellent comfort for our colonists. So all in all, we're becoming more self-sufficient, which is important. We're making way more food than we need. We've got plenty of supplies, storage supplies for what we need to maintain the factory, the colony, during the dust storms and the static storms. We are starting to run out of concrete extractors, so we'll probably just bum rush the techs that will get us to the concrete. So all in all, I'd say things are progressing well. We gave up on the 10,000 resources before Sol 100. We're going to need a more resource-rich map for that, so I'll do that challenge on another run. So we're just running for the Russian 500 colonists on a 500% difficulty map. And so with that, we're going to take a short break, get up, stretch our legs, use the bathroom, grab a drink, and I will be right back for more Surviving Mars. And I'm back. Sorry for the AFK. Really needed to use the restroom. I am not productive. I was often not productive during weekends. I felt like a lot of times I needed the weekends to just mentally recharge when I was a student. And for what it's worth, like, as long as your GPA is good enough to keep going with your academics and maintain whatever scholarships you have, no one cares what your GPA is like once you're no longer in school. They care more that you are able to learn and to be trained, in my experience anyway, in the number of years that I've been a professional. So, for what it's worth. All right. Starting our next session here. I think with us just now getting colonists going, we're making our own machine parts to be self-sufficient. We're starting polymer production to be self-sufficient. We're getting money from our rare metals extractor. We'll probably go ahead and just focus on getting more people onto the planet and working towards just making sure we're generating all resources at a greater amount than we're using them, which means eventually we will want to have an electronics manufacturing facility, which is probably going to be in our next dome. So we need to start thinking about what we want to do with our next dome, whether we want them to actually be connected, in which case we're going to be bound to probably a dome here. And then our third dome will get us over onto this 780 metals. But we have some time before we need to be super concerned about that. So we'll just focus on maintaining what we have and getting... we also need to get science going. But we'll probably have to buy what we need there. See, that's more what I was expecting. So there are going to be periods where we're at an electric deficit when this is running. So during that first shift period, we're going to be operating at an electric deficit, but we're going to be operating at a surplus for the rest of the day. So apparently we don't need to worry too much about building more. Once we get one more in Senate, we'll go ahead and shift this back home. So we've got some more money. Let's go ahead and scan these places. Again, we're looking for expeditions. I forget exactly what they're called. Zoom out. There we go. Go get me that one, and then come back home. Looking for resources that are just on the ground. So grab all of that and bring it back home. So this is a really good way of just maintaining your metal supply. Just making sure that your RC transporter just keeps going out and grabbing it. Bye-bye. Have a good trip. Our soil quality is good. Getting higher. Got a good supply of food built up. Plenty of space for people to live. Awesome. We can afford to have another person on the polymers factory.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye.
I don't remember what Creative Realities is. That's good as we get more people being born. Oh, okay, so we are deep in physics. So once we get microchips going, we'll probably get into nuclear fusion. But it's going to take us a hot minute before then. I am tempted for large water tank storage, but I'm also afraid it's going to just get hit by a flippin' meteor. We've got life from Mars. Let's get the rover upgrades. I'm sorry, not the rover upgrades, the drone upgrades. Because we are going to need that for too terribly long. I think I'm going to have you come over here and build ourselves another ramp.
Sector scanned.
And you are going to have quite a lot of waste rock, so storages. Boop. Boop. What building's not working? I think we knew about that one.
Research complete.
There's just no place to put concrete, so there. Got more applicants. What was that one?
Meteor shower incoming.
Oh, we did not want that. Life from Mars is more applicants, so we got more money. So thanks to the number of sensor towers we have basically 3 days notice that we're going to have a meteor shower. Which, how's our water? Full? Good. We'll probably, once this meteor shower starts, go ahead and turn off the valve. But we probably wanted the valve here. Oh well. It'll be what it'll be.
Funding received. Anomaly found.
I do like anomalies. Sorry, I needed to get a drink there. Go find more resources. That's a good number. So let's get those first, and then we'll come back and get the other ones. Oh, I need to turn this on. Yikes!
Breakthrough discovered.
I think that's a pretty good one. You're probably going to want more food fuel relatively soon. Yes! Yes! Well, that's awkward. So we basically just need to worry about electronics.
Research complete.
So this got us more applicants. So what base?
Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
So we're gonna have both of those at the same time, huh? It's real hot. So medium dome. We're basically concerned about the energy production. If all the rest of this I think we can get. It'll be a few souls to generate that much polymer. We're going to want polymer for what we build inside of the dome. And I do think this is probably going to be a Vista dome, which just gives a passive comfort boost. So this is probably going to be where we put several farms as well as manufacturing facilities, since it's not going to be in range of any of these extractor nodes. How's this going, by the way? Plenty. Eventually we can have multiple shifts going at the same time. As we get more workers, we'll just turn on additional shifts.
Anomaly found. Resources are low.
Yes, they are.
Anomaly found.
Excellent. So whenever this meteor shower is over, we'll be able to run over and get a bunch of free research. That's how these landed. We haven't scanned these areas yet, but the meteor shower caused there to be anomalies with research on them. So that's just really sweet for us.
Anomaly found.
We've got a good chunk of money, so I actually think we're going to invest in this now so we have it. And I like the idea, even though this has no production during dust storms, it does give us production the rest of the time that we can just throw in storage. We definitely need some electronics to hold us over for a while. We could just outright buy the polymer we need for our next dome. I like all of that, and I'm debating whether or not I think it's worth 400 million to just have an extra 80 research every soul, and I think the answer is yes. By just literally just sitting there, it will generate research for us. Let's try it. Easy come, easy go, chap.
Sector scanned.
That's a pretty sizable concrete node right next to each other. So we're definitely going to run some facilities out for these three. I don't know that we'll build a dome out here, but we'll definitely run the utilities out to grab all of this, because these four are going to be very good for us.
Anomaly found.
3 more hours on our all right, go get them. In our research tree, because we're about to get a boatload of research. I do like that. We're going to get a research center going, if not in this dome, in the next one we're about to build. Going this way is actually really awkward. Our farm is in a bad spot, so we're going to destroy this. And once this is done, we're losing our soil quality, which sucks. Just straight up. It's not great. But I need to take this direction, which was not the original plan. I didn't think through my farm placement well enough. Or I could get rid of this. Because we currently don't need it. Alright, we're getting rid of this instead. And then this is going to get moved. Okay. JK, don't destroy this. Don't destroy this.
Research complete. Sector scanned. Anomaly analyzed.
So you can see how these anomalies, something I didn't think about since we're getting so many meteor showers, we're getting a ton of extra research from anomalies. Yeah, it's fine. That is less fine. Doing fine on oxygen. Our power's getting pretty depleted. Why is this thing, like, never being serviced? Is it out of range? It's very in range. Holy cow, does it take you guys forever to repair those? Thank you, autosave.
Resources are low. Good grief. Still fine. Probably leave this valve off. Until the electrostatic dust storm is over. So you really need to make sure. I'm probably going to try and put both of the Resources are low.
domes on the same, like, I can turn off access on the same two switches. We'll see. That might be harder to do. No, the valve. Thank you. Nice. How's this going? Y'all are getting there. Cool. Roll on over here then. So how are we doing on this? Yep, so we're getting 180 from just explorers, which is why I went ahead and brought that second one in. We're just gonna kind of park it here and forget that it's there. It's just gonna generate resources, that's all it's gonna do. Let's spread it away from... where it might get hit. Like, we're more likely for something to get hit by a meteorite by spreading things out, but we're less likely to get totally dominated if it hits a location with several things at once. So we want to see how far a passage goes. So we can get to here. So right there. Easily do something like that.
Resources are low.
We would not be able to do that, though. That. Yep, that's gonna be the answer. And we'll go straight from there to there. What's going on with our water? Demand. Let's go ahead. You're not getting fuel. Or you're not making fuel. Let's get a fuel generator over here.
Sector scanned. Select a sector to scan.
That will just take care of it for us. Do these. Then we'll get up here. Probably once, maybe even now. We'll just take the RC commander. And those 6. Just go here and build our ramp now. Needs waste rock. Fascinating. I was not expecting that. So storage dump. Come here, you. Load waste rock.
Research complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Unload waste rock. Oh wow, y'all built that fast. How do we want to do these supply
No active
pickups?
research.
Okay, so I think this is power. And I think eventually this is what is waste rock. I could look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So let's just go ahead and get more of these. Like we're going to eventually need both of these. Don't really care about sustainable. No, I do care about sustainable. I care about that next. So we are actually going to connect. And we're going to put a switch here. Because we need this.
Resources are low.
Calm down. We're fine. passage. There. And then once that's built, those will be connected again. Low storage. How are we doing on water? That is in fact low storage. Are we fueled? We are fueled. Looks like we still need to go ahead and turn this guy on, which is fine. Our power at peak is pretty high. We have a pretty good number of machine parts, so let's go ahead and just build
Sector
some
scanned.
wind turbines. And again, we're spreading these out to kind of make it so that one meteorite doesn't destroy our entire power node. So now we've got this. Actually need you there, you here. Where are your drones? I want all of your drones to be reassigned here. And I want you to come back home.
Resources are low.
Working on it. We're working on it. With us having our second dome, we want to make sure there is ample oxygen supply, as well as water. Water? Water. What's your deal? Fall on concrete again. That's a good problem. We like that problem. So we want to be thinking about our next passenger rocket. How far are we from the 24 passenger rocket tech? We don't know. We haven't even found it. Got it. Deal. So we want passenger rocket. My cat was making funny noises. So, glutton's not great. We like sexy. We like sexy. And that's a fine scientist. Fine with that. I think that'll be enough medics. Like geologist. Like geologist. We want one officer, I think. Good there. We like early hippies. You're a good second medic. What do you have? nerd is not awful. We need engineers. Alright, this is good. This is a fine dome. Well, we're good. So, we're gonna go ahead. Get our next spire, again for the comfort bonus. We just bought a bunch of these, which we still need to upgrade. Oh, we also need accumulator there, accumulator there. So I'm willing to bet that this similarly requires not near as much consumption on energy as I expected. That's fantastic. So that's going there.
Funding received.
Sweet. We like money. We need the usual dome improvements of infirmary, a diner, a grocer. We're gonna go ahead and do our first security station. The gardens are excellent for early fitness, and do we want anything else? Oops. I think we'll go ahead and put a grocer over here. I'm sorry, diner over here. Any second now.
Sector scanned.
Party, you have to admit, your team needed to defend off some steam. You join an argument of the engineers about some nuts and bolts, then discuss the hilariously crafted fake hypothesis of the scientists, and even taste some of the allegedly hangover-free moonshine of the botanists. Who knows? There might be a grain of truth there. Next morning you wake up with a smile and a light heart, plus 15 comfort to all colonists. Yay, some good events. So we're continuing to just build up our colony size. Again, we're trying to get to 500. Currently, we're at 30 with 12 more on the way. And as soon as we have a high enough comfort level in these various domes, we're kind of hoping that this dome, people start breeding like crazy. Because the comfort of this dome is going to be very high between the Vista and the Arcology. So that's kind of the plan here. Just start making people very comfortable and breeding while we make sure that they are able to survive in the environment itself. We need to put our Passover on this. Good enough. And once we land,
Electro Electrostatic dust storm approaching.
Oh, why wouldn't it? Depot.
New colonists have arrived.
Food there. And then we want. What are we doing on electronics? We're doing okay. We want you folks elsewhere. Then we're going to get. I always forget where research labs are. We're going to get a research lab going. It's going to take a decent chunk of our electronics, but it's important. Awesome. By the time this is done, we'll be able to send this back for some more money.
Research complete.
Boom. We'll probably go ahead and bring 12 more colonists. So we have 60 vacant job slots right now. So we probably want to... Awesome. In dome, buildings require less maintenance, which is excellent for us. We probably want to go ahead and... Yeah, we want that guy too. Actually want that guy before that one. Get rockets, passenger rockets with up to 22 people at a time.
Resources are low.
Are they? Are they low? They're lowish. Probably want some more. I probably want some more energy creators. Let's put a couple more right around here. Since we're actually making the machine parts now,
Resources are low.
I'm way less concerned about investing in turbines. Let's make sure that all of our turbines go to buildings here, and you can see what of your turbines are upgraded. You can also make sure that all of our other structures have it too. So right now our two domes are split off from this half by this valve and this switch. So if we get a leak over on this side, we can turn it off here. If we get a leak, is that connecting? That's connecting. We want that deleted. That's fine. So if we get a leak on this side, we can turn it off here. If we get a leak on this side, we can turn it off here. And the valve shuts off both domes from everything over here. So making demand, we're at full, we're at full. It's probably not a bad idea. Leak detected. Where's the leak? There's the leak. So, great example, we just turn that off here, and our
Anomaly found.
batteries don't get drained.
Research complete.
Fuel explosion. Darn. It's unfortunate. We have high rise.
Funding received.
What is demand? 2.7. We'll check what our production is. We might want to go ahead and make a Moxie over here as well.
Anomaly analyzed.
Power accumulators. Drained. these leaks are brutal. That's not a switch. That's supposed to be a switch. Yeah, you go. You go, drone.
There's more to the barren environs.
Excellent, so we can start getting jets going.
A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder.
Aerodynamics. I think that's
So
the one
long
that
as you
makes
know
it so that
where
it
to
require less fuel to operate. Yep. Oh, speed. Of course. Speed. You're starting to see a pretty significant uptick in the cost of our research, which is why you're seeing us start to invest in scientists. What's wrong with you lot? Disabled by a lightning strike. Well, that's unfortunate. Yay, we have several kids. And our storm is over.
Resources are low.
What's our maintenance? So we're barely making more polymer than we're using, which is fine. 4.5, we're probably okay on this right now. That definitely needs to accumulate. If we have these electrostatic storms often, we will probably want to have an additional Moxie over here just to resupply the tanks faster. Let's go check out our applicants. Same nerd glutton, same alcoholic. Glutton gambler, even worse. Probably not looking for another one of those. Take that engineer. Definitely take that botanist. I like that engineer. Like that. Very good. Nice. Okay, so we're okay with that scientist. Not great. We'll take it. Fit composed enthusiast is excellent. Rugged party animal hippie enthusiast. Glutton composed vegan. Nerd workaholic is good. Religious workaholic is good. So we're starting to bring our non-specialist people in. You like workaholic. Oh, we're at 13. We'll get rid of you. That's pretty good. We like that. And then that'll be able to take back another shipment of rare materials, metals. Oh, we didn't put this here because of that. Well, that was a mistake. How are we doing on metal? Once this lot lands and we fill out the buildings, we'll probably go ahead and open up more of our places. How are we doing? We're making way more than we're using. We're making a few more than we're using, so we'll open up 2 more spots there. How's our farm going? So we have giant wheat and giant potatoes.
Let's just go ahead and make that giant potatoes. Up that production. Go ahead and open up that too. We'll probably build a second one. From here, we're probably going to shoot off a dome this direction, as well as a dome as far over here as we can get. Yeah, we're only going to be able to go on one of those. For you 10 and your 10 as well. And it's fine. We can get up here with this ramp. Speaking of which, y'all, just go ahead and come on back. I'm not entirely sure where to stick you. Guess maybe here. How are we doing on this water, by the way? It's not going to be a terrible idea to start going towards additional water. Obviously, the colony kind of collapses if there is no water. 10. Not great. Let's get our passengers down. Bada bing, bada boom.
New colonists have arrived.
We'll actually probably use this to go after these. One of these was breakthrough. Yeah, 4 engineers for a breakthrough. Do that one next.
Resources are low.
We have 1 unemployed seeking work. Feel like we're going to... I guess we'll put them here. Yeah, it's fine.
Breakthrough discovered.
Alien imprints. Sure. I actually don't know how that one works. I'm not sure I've gotten that one before. It's cool research breakthrough. Must be new to Green Planet because I have not played Green Planet a lot. I've only terraformed Mars a handful of times. I think 2, maybe 3. This gets really heavy, and I'm not worrying about it right now because I'm just trying to survive the 500% challenge. Getting us up to 500 colonists. So we'll decide what we want to do with that here in a bit.
Research complete.
Bring them back. Excellent. Oh, are we even Stevens on places to live and colonists? We are. All right, well, let's go ahead and plop down one of our free apartment complexes. Can you keep an eye on energy? We are still mostly getting those filled. I think it'd probably be a good idea to go ahead and get a few more wind turbines going. Again, just double check and make sure that all of our turbines are upgraded. I think those are the ones that we just made. Oh, right, polymer. Yeah, so when basically this isn't running, which one of the things we can do is make sure that they're on different work shifts so that our peak performance is spread out, which is what we already did. So now we've got the polymer factory and the electronics factory operating at a different time than the machine parts factory is. You just keep...
We gather here today to bid a final farewell to one of our
Svetlana,
finest.
no! Eulogy of an everyday hero. As difficult and painful as it is, we must accept that Svetlana is dead. As friends, as a community, we express our sadness. We acknowledge our loss, acknowledge the great importance of Svetlana's life. Svetlana's life has been a journey towards a vision, a journey which brought us all towards the possibility of living on the Red Planet. One small step after at a time. Svetlana didn't try to make their mark in human history, for there was no room for attempts and success. Svetlana knew what the calling of fate was, knew the risks and the opportunities, and made the best of it for the good of us all. What is it that takes a person through all of this is a question only we can answer. This is a question whose answer is the spirit of Svetlana, and this is a legacy for us. Svetlana has died, cause old age. Each time a colonist dies from non-natural causes, 2 applicants leave the pool. So we had our first death. That's a lot of potatoes. That's a lot of potatoes. So this is probably a good time as any to recap. We've got our second dome going. We're well into electronics production. We basically have all the resources covered. We even have our second, third, and fourth sites for water mapped out. If we get over into jet propulsion, this will be very easy for us to start to tap.
Sector scanned. Anomaly
Go
found.
grab us all that. Bring it back. So from here, we're just trying to grow our population, which is going to involve a third dome sooner as opposed to later. And we'll probably go ahead and start some of these more metals extractor things. And then the next kind of branch of techs we want to get in on is we're going to want to start deep scanning. So I'll go ahead and queue that up right now so that we can see where the extra extractors are. And so that's really what where we're going from here. With that, people on YouTube, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for future content, and check us out on Twitch for some of our streams.